Hey everybody, this is Shawn Darling again with Red Spectre Studios here in Plasticity, and today we're gonna get screwed.
Plasticity, what have you done to me? Opened up my mind to the possibilities. I can dream anything and make it a reality. Oh, because of plasticity, 3D.
All right, here we go. We are here in Plasticity 2025 and 2025.3, I think it is now. And we're going to make a screw. So it's real simple. We're going to start off here with a center circle, and I'm just going to bring this out to, let's just go with an arbitrary amount. And we're going to make the screw head first. So we're just going to grab this face in face mode. We're going to pull this up a bit like so. Right click to accept. Go to the edge mode. Grab the edge. And we're going to fillet that by pulling out until we get almost a dome shape like so. Right click. We're going to delete our circle from the bottom here. And I'm going to go into edge mode still. Grab this and we're going to fillet that one back as well. Then we're going to go to the top view, grab a center rectangle, click it to the center, and pull this out about so far. Now we're going to Shift D to duplicate, and we're going to R to rotate. We're going to turn a little and type in 90 degrees. And now you have right click to accept. And now we need to grab our trim tool and come in and trim the insides of these. We're going to also grab the strokes. We just want these rectangles here. We're going to click J to join them all together as one. And I'm going to click G, pull this up, right click to accept, and we're going to hit Shift D to duplicate and move it down a bit, a decent amount, and then we're going to hit S to scale. And we're just going to scale it in a little bit, maybe about here. And then we're going to grab, with that one selected, we're going to hit Shift and click the other curve. We're going to hit the L key to loft those together. Right click, everything is lofted. I'm going to go ahead and delete my curves right here. The lofted shape, however, we're going to hit Shift J, which will cap off everything. And now that it is a solid, we're going to move it down. So we're going to hit G, pull this down until it goes inside of our shape, but not all the way, just to this point. Right click. We're going to click on the head of the screw by going to our solid. And we're going to hit Q, then select the cross, right click, and everything is as it should be. So if we want, we right now can come in to these edges and just grab all of them. For the moment, we do not need the bottoms. So if we want to alt click those, and with all of these here, we can fillet these a little bit by just pulling out, and those are good to go. And then now for the shaft of the screw, I'm going to go to the side view, zoom out. We're going to move that up. So just G up, right click to accept. And on the underside, it doesn't matter how you do this, but I like to do this at a little bit of an angle. I'm going to create another circle here and just make this. And if you find it snaps automatically where you don't want, just hold your control key. And we're going to make it about that big. We're going to also click on face mode now. We're going to drag this down to an amount that we would want it to be, maybe even a tad bit longer, because we're going to have to push this back up into the head of this thing a little bit, but approximately that size. So at this point, we're going to now make the threads. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our X-ray mode so we can see inside of everything. We're going to grab this spiral tool and we're going to hover until we see it snap to this bottom. Once we click on that, we're going to rotate around until we can snap it to the inner top of that head, and now you'll get this blue line. Just let it relax until it snaps to the surface. Click, do not right click. So now we can come in here with this little dialogue and we can start saying how many turns we want. I'm gonna go maybe about 10 on this one. I did one earlier that was a little worse. Okay, so we're gonna enter 10 turns and then right click to accept it. So now we have this yellow line highlighted. Leave it highlighted. We're gonna hit the P key for pipe. And with that, we're now going to come in and adjust our size here. So we're just gonna up this size. If you get a situation like this where they are red, just come in and hit B on your keyboard, and that will turn these into a new body, which is what we want. Otherwise, it will automatically create that depending upon what happens. Now we're going to come down here to vertex count and hit 3, and this will turn it into an inverted triangle that will be biting into that cylinder. And we want to make this just a little bit, the section size a little bit larger. So this is going to increase the width of those sections almost to where they touch. Then we're going to right click and say OK. Now we're going to click on the cylinder itself right here on the inside. We're going to hit Q on the keyboard, and then we're going to left click the outside cylinder here, and we're going to right click to accept. Then we're going to get rid of our curves. And with this like so, now we're going to grab the top curve of this rotated part. We're going to pull this out to fillet this edge. Right click to accept. We're going to grab the bottom curve of that slanted part and pull it out to fillet that edge, and right click to accept. And you can do that as much as you like to your own heart's content, to your own taste. We're going to take and select G to grab, push this guy back up inside so we don't see that. And we're going to come to the side real quick just to trim this off. Make a line from anywhere towards the end that you want. Right click. We're going to grab that twisted part. We're going to hit C on the keyboard. We're going to grab or going to click on the line, right click to accept, and then we're going to delete the bottom part and the curve. And now we're going to click both parts, hit Q and Q again on your keyboard to meld them together as one, and you are done. So thanks for coming by and getting screwed with me in Plasticity.
Plasticity, what have you done to me? Opened up my mind to the possibilities. I can dream anything and make it a reality. Oh, because of plasticity.